Hello. Testing. Hello. Hello. Trying to figure out this OBS. Can y'all hear me? Hey Heidi, I ain't staying live long. I know y'all got it live at 9. I don't know if y'all can hear me or not. Let me try something here, y'all. Not ready for this. Like I said, this was like a test. Let's see. Thought I had it set right earlier, and I guess I didn't. Let's see. Let me switch this over. Let's see. Switch count. Go right there. See if it'll let me switch account in a different browser while I stream in another browser. Let's try that. All right. Let's see. Let's try this. Switch account in a different browser while I stream in another browser. Let's try that. Here we go. YouTube is changing. I read that earlier. They're changing the and the channel name, and they're just slowly transitioning it from I guess device to device. It's not implementing it on all of them. Can y'all hear me talking? Yeah, there he goes. Alright, I'm trying to adjust the background music now.
Grumpy spun the wood till it morphed out of shape. Lathe humming, hands moving, craft and fate. Epoxy drips, binds bugs in a sculptor's twist. Zen found in the fog, some aliens miss. Eyes bloodshot, medicated, soul kissed. Peace found among aliens in the mist. Chronic pains, a ghost, anxieties dismissed. Like to the tribe, spark flames in the abyss. Shades fall like dreams cut from the grave. Turning, spinning out of pain. Workshop whispers secrets only hate.
Alright, how's that sound, y'all, with the music going and me talking now? Let's see if there's a difference, if it's too loud.
Tools clicking like a metronome sway. Echoes of planets, grumpies out playing way. Red beams of light, spaceship vibes cross. Smoke trails led home, no details lost. Rules clicking like a metronome sway. Echoes of planets, grumpies out playing away. Red beams of light, spaceship vibes cross. Smoke trails led home, no details lost. Eyes bloodshot, medicated, soul kissed. Peace found among aliens in the mist. Chronic pains, a ghost, anxieties dismissed. Like to
Heck yeah. It's been a long time coming for this right here. I was trying to figure out how to set up the dual stream. I've seen some YouTube videos where they got a new settings to where if you're using OBS and you set your stream up, you're supposed to be able to edit your stream once you schedule it and then set up for vertical and horizontal at the same time.
roach clips, shiny dope soldiers a cope. Out of the haze came purpose and hope. Aliens nodding props to the craft, no hate. Epoxy vibes outlasted the hands of fate.
William, are y'all going live tonight still?
Grumpy spins the lathe, hand steady in the grind. Epoxy roach clips, art where functions aligned. Workshop sessions, therapy flows in the air. Turning junk into gems, like we just don't care. Eyes glaze crimson, medicated haze flows. Chronic aches vanish, the good healing shows. Aliens in the mist, whisper words of relief.
Daggum, I've seen some videos on it. I thought it was like already out there. I've been trying to do it like crazy tonight to figure it out. Okay. Oh, that's fine, Heidi. I didn't want to be on tonight messing with this if y'all were fixing to go live. I was gonna shut down.
That's the inside joke. Time's a roulette wheel, grumpy calls the spins. Precision of a surgeon, where craft begins. Wood chips dance like confetti on the floor. Every turn, every twist.
Ooh, migraines, that's no good.
Aliens floating, they dip in my sight. The mist curling thick in the soft workshop light. Sanded edges, smooth stress, exhaled sins. The therapy hum.
Yeah, daggum, my lathe is down at the moment. My lathe is still working, but my shop vac took a poop, so I don't have any dust collection right now.
Lace spirals carve out our stories in smoke. Art and remedy blend, that's the inside joke.
Hey, Mr. Johnny, I'm just testing this OBS. I'm not really doing nothing. I was just trying to get background music set up and stuff, and I pretty much got it. I have to, I guess I have to play with camera to do vertical through OBS or do a plug-in. But right now I got my old phone set up for my cameras and a new microphone for the audio. Yeah, I hear you, old Pat. That's a long drive. It stinks is because the shop vac I had was it was a big rigid. It had the 6 horsepower little motor on there with the 2.5 inch hose. And so I'm set up with 2.5 inch hose, to run to all my stuff. And then to replace that shop vac with a 6 horsepower motor just like that, I'm looking at like $130. And then Wind has a small wall mount dust collector for like 160 something, I believe. And so I'm gonna try to go with the dust collector instead of the vacuum. All right, cool, Runic. I appreciate it. Perry was gonna help me set everything up, but at the time he was offering the help, I didn't have the third phone. I had one phone that was dedicated for a camera, and then one phone that I was still talking on that I was wanting to use for a camera. So I couldn't like set all that up while talking on it, but I got a newer cell phone, so I got the old 2 phones dedicated for cameras, and then I figured that much of it out on my own. I just the plug-in part and then setting all that other stuff up. And then like the dedicated scenes and stuff like that, I'm still working for that. Hey man. Like and subscribe, watch the mood improve. Now I gotta make some new songs just for the playlist. Alright. Hey, Knuckles. Let's see, that's in my box. Then boom, that would be me at the lake. That I like. I like that I got that figured out. And then the music in the background is like, that's what I've been waiting for the most. And then this microphone, I don't know how well the noise canceling is gonna work, but I'm hoping I'll be able to do my lathe work and y'all be able to hear the music. Turn my lathe on for a minute. It's not bad. Where's me a piece of wood? We gotta do a real test. I just can't do it long. I don't want to send dust everywhere. I like these songs. Like a mess, dude. I'm gonna work the lathe now a little bit just to see. That's all I'm doing though. Let's see how that goes.
Grumpy's batshit crazy meds in
It's not too bad.
medication floating out of space. Glows in the dark, magic lit through the maze. Hit that like, subscribe, ride the creative blaze. Grumpy's batshit crazy meds in a haze. Roll tight, medication floating out of space. Glows in the dark, magic lit through the maze. Hit that like.
Got a major delay though. I'm wearing a headset watching this on another account.
Pour the truth in molds, let the resin reveal. Art deep as the void, carving wounds that heal. Fingerprints and wood grain, Grumpy's real deal. Aliens just nodded, man, that's mad appeal.
Quality on that.
Pour the truth in molds, let the resin reveal. Art deep as the void, carving wounds that heal. Fingerprints and wood grain, Grumpy's real deal. Aliens just nodded, man, that's mad appeal.
Nice. I was thinking maybe tune it up just a little bit, but I don't want it to be overpowering because I know I can talk soft sometimes, but I got this microphone too, so I think it's balancing out pretty good.
Grumpy's in a cedar wonderland, shavings flying like a magic band. Lays alive and spinning fast, turning moments that are built to last. Cedar in each hand, oh what a day. The scent of the wood takes stress away. Dust is dancing under workshop lights, crafting joy in the quiet night.
Alright, let's see. Go back to here. Get inside the box. I'm gonna do a live again. My early bird live, I guess, as I've been calling them. I won't be doing any turning though, but I'm gonna do some biography. Move all this stuff out of the way. I got to sand all those clips down, but I'll clean my mess out right here tonight before I get off. But that dispensary that I'm doing that sale for is Planet 13, and that's their logo. So I'm gonna wood burn that on there, and then color that in with some epoxy or some UV resin. And then where's the other one? Oh, and then I drew this one out. They have a picture, a shirt that's got like a little astronaut with 13 reflecting in the visor, and then an awesome looking colored planet and stuff in the background. But I drew this just looking at that picture off the computer, but I added my own planet shape. This was like the basic shape of their astronaut, and then I added the stars and this my own planet back there. But I'm gonna trace it out on here. I got my carbon paper underneath there now, but I'm gonna get the image on there and then wood burn that one. Ooh, damn. Stuff just fell over in the corner. I don't know why it fell, but all that just fell. I'm fixing to pick it up, but I'll get it in a second. Boogeyman's out here knocking stuff over on me, y'all. But yeah, this is gonna be my early bird live. It's just wood burning this piece, and then wood burning that right there. So I figure I can do that and chit chat for a little while, because I still want to keep that routine and that habit going. Like I said before, I have to do them so early in the morning like that, because I don't want my YouTube stuff I do to interfere with any scheduling here around the house. And so if I wake up early and start at 5:30, I have from 5:30 to 7:30 without messing with anybody's routine or schedule. You know, I just have to adjust mine. I thought I got you. Let's see. Okay, that's just a delay. Gracious, why is it such a bad delay? And I'm so far behind on everybody's videos. I've been so daggone busy trying to catch up for this dispensary stuff, and then making sure I had enough stock and inventory, or whatever you want to call it. I haven't been focusing on my videos. Heck, when my lathe or my vacuum went down, I should have had a video on deck to edit, but I've fallen behind on recording, so I didn't have anything ready. The day it died, I had a plan on turning a blank that day for my video, but didn't turn out that way. Hello. What is that, Jen? Hello, welcome. And I know there's a setting in there, Runic, that you can adjust in, I think it's an OBS, to help with the latency for the YouTube. Because that's one thing, there is a major delay going on. I'm watching what's going on my other monitor, listening to it through my headset, and it's crazy. That might be too loud. Let's see. Y'all haven't seen. Have y'all seen Jordy Johnson's Christmas tree videos where he puts the lights and stuff in them? I haven't carved any this year, but I have some from last year. I'm gonna take to that dispensary sale this weekend. Right? Okay. I've watched so many videos on trying to make everything, I guess, a little better. So I don't know what's worth playing with and what's not at this point. This is my version of those trees.
Welcome to the shop. Gears grind, sparks
Let's see, where's my ruler?
steady, cutting dreams in the night. Epoxy drips slow like a teardrop falling. Roach clips
They are about a foot tall. And then they are. I used a 1x6. No. They're about 7 inches wide. Oh.
Trapped like a fossil, spinning these tools, therapy colossal. Aliens peeking, they hover and linger.
There's the back of battery pack and the lights. Can't see good.
Subscriptions free, no question. Secrets, vibrations in the air, epoxy dreams solid, freeze the
this is a different one.
when the craft takes flight. Roach clips gleam in the
Still about the same height. Yeah, about a foot. And then this one is about 7.5 inches wide. And it's multicolored too. What kind of price would y'all put on something like this? These little trees with the lights on them. Now this is my favorite right here. This one's not really a Christmas tree. It's Christmas tree shape, but just say like it's a pine tree. I did this one for a Halloween deal, kinda. That's got the glow epoxy in there. I Lichtenberg burned it. And then the lights aren't multicolor. They're like a black light color almost. So it gives it, oh, let me close that top. It gives it that black light glow with those lights. Hey, good night, Old Path. Have a good night, man. Thank you for stopping by. Like I said, this wasn't scheduled. This was just a test.
Roach clips glowing, fingertips control. Therapy the mission, fire feeds the soul. Ink in the wood grain, carving out whole. Lost in creation, feeling fully whole. Epoxy drips clean, locks the vibe in time. Therapy eternal, sculpted line by line. Pain fades silent, buzzed up the climb. Aliens tracking thoughts, feeling so divine.
I figure I'm gonna put $40 on those trees. Let's see what happens.
ether haze, shoving demons aside, calling brighter days. Therapeutic fiction set the world ablaze. Creation keeps healing, we move through the maze.
I mean, they wasn't hard to make if you knew what you're doing, I guess. I've made a couple dozen of them. But I guess when you sit down, if you sit down and get with it and you have the material there, it'll probably take probably about an hour to rough it in. And then you got to take your tool and cut all the texture and stuff in there, and then undercut everything, and then clean that up. That's another hour or two. So you probably bust butt and get one done in a few hours. But I don't carve straight through like that.
Fumes rise thick, a toxic ballet. Each strip a confession, sins washed away. Yellow sparks bright black, eats the light. Delayed hums a hymn, turning wrongs to right. No looking, no dwelling, just the resonant will. The late will, secrets only silence can fill.
Let's see, where's it at? Where's it at? You're in here now, Knuckles. I don't know if you've actually saw this. This was that slingshot piece that I made. I haven't banded it up because it's what side is it? I think it's this side right here. There's a crack, and so I don't want to put a band on it and bust it. But this one lights up and glows good too under a black light. And then this is a thicker version. And I'm going to try to carve a bunch of wood spirits all over this one. Oh, okay. Cool. I didn't know if you had seen it or not. My chair is noisy. Rolling around between my computer and my carbon box. That's what I was talking about earlier. I need 2 more cameras. I'd like to have a camera set up right here at my computer, and then right beside my computer I have like an open, was supposed to be a workstation, but it's just covered in junk right now. But I want to clear it out and put the camera right there. I could get away with 3, have one right here next to me and just move it between the workstation and the computer station. But
like a wizard with a resin wand, creating worlds where colors respawn. Pour it here, let it set then glow. Grumpy's got that magic flow.
I gotta make some more blanks too. I've fallen way behind on making my blanks. I gotta get some of that mold release. I've been using that Vaseline, but it works once or twice, and then there's too much excess epoxy left behind. And so about the 3rd try, it doesn't want to come out. Alright, well I think I got this part of it figured out, so my background music's not too loud, it's not overpowering me when I talk, and so I know my microphone doesn't kill my tool noise completely, but it does reduce it, so hopefully the music will stand on top of that. That's what I hate is that weight. I'm the same way when I do my blanks. There's like 50-50 on whether or not they're going to be flexible. I don't do nothing no different either time, but sometimes they'll bend a little bit, sometimes they don't. And then the way I do them, I gotta let them. I'm learning that I need to let them cure over 24 hours in the pressure pot before I take them out, and then it reduces the chance of me getting the air bubble in the wood.
Vibe slow glow. Tools clicking like a metronome sway. Echoes of planets, grumpies out playing away. Red beams of light, spaceship vibes cross. Smoke trails led home, no details lost. Rules clicking like a metronome sway. Echoes of planets, grumpies out playing away. Red beams of light, spaceship vibes cross. Smoke trails led home, no details lost. Eyes bloodshot, medicated soul.
Last setup board, I took and put super glue. I sealed the little wooden insert with super glue before I put the epoxy around it. And I'm figuring that whenever I pressurize it, it forces all the bubbles from the epoxy into that wood insert. And then whenever I take it out of the pressure pot, when the epoxy is not 100% cured, the air that's pushed into the wood tries to degas through the epoxy and it blows a bubble in the side. So the last two I did that I put the super glue on, I didn't get any air bubbles down there.
Roach clips, shiny dope soldiers a cope. Out of the haze came purpose and hope. Aliens nodding props to the craft, no hate. Epoxy vibes outlasted the hands of fate. Grumpy spins the lathe, hand steady in the grind. Epoxy roach clip.
Alright, now I get to go play with my music app and make me some new songs for the playlist. As this is just some of my old songs. I got probably 800, 900 songs in my library that I made off of that dang app. Easy. I got all kind to just run through, but I wanna customize some just for the live videos.
Whisper words of relief. Craft and cannabis, our escape from the grief. Turn the world into grooves. We twist in the vibe. Hit the bell, like and subscribe to the tribe. Lay spirals, carve out our stories in smoke. Art and remedy blend. That's the inside.
Alright everybody, I'm going to shut this off. Thank you so much for tuning in. Like I said, this was just a test run. I wanted to see if I got this software somewhat figured out. So in the morning, I'm going to try to run my live the same way. It won't be vertical. I'm going to do it horizontal so I can do those wood burns. So if you're up, tune in. It'll be about 5:30 Central. That's that early bird live. So y'all have an awesome evening. Stay safe. God bless everybody.